hot seat of the Subaru Impreza Hatchback. A lot of buttons, which is fantastic. That means there's a lot of things to do. One thing that's awesome about this is those lovely, you'd say, racing style pedals. It really seems like you're in a race car cockpit in a sense. I love the fact that you have the red emergency lights over here. The overall aspect of it, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. One thing that's neat, you got high and low for this. This was a 2018. I love the leather wrap on the steering wheel, the e-brake itself. So it's nice to actually see the handle versus on the Santa Fe, the little switch for the e-brake. So it's kind of cool to have this. It's nice when you're drifting. Over here, you got the Shiftronic. So you tap it in, go over there. Awesome length for the infotainment center over here. It's not push button, which I'm actually quite surprised because this is the Eagle Eye edition. So I was quite surprised that it didn't have push button on here. Over here, we got the auto. Over here, you have the auto windows. It's kind of cool. You have a knob. Shabbat. Very basic. It's very simple, but it's a good simple. It has everything that you have, everything you need. I love the fact that this is actually in over here. So, but either way, let's make our life easier and let's see what happens when you turn it on. So it's kind of neat and cool that you have all that information already. So this is when you're on the on position or the accessory position. When you actually turn it on, I love that sweep. So I'm going to try it again. I'm going to show you what I love. It's nice to have a sweep. I think that shows that the functionality of the heads-up display, that everything is working. So I have that awesome sweep, which is fantastic. So this is what we turn on. It's kind of a little rough for the time being. All that stuff there. It's quite spacious. Honestly, it's quite spacious in here. Awesome. Sunroof is in here. It's a little bit rough. Rough start there. Cold start. Something that you need in here. It is very spacious, especially for a hatchback. I'm very surprised how spacious this is. So yes. Oh, I did not realize that. So over here, paddle shifting. Thing has paddle shifting. That is sweet. I did not know it had paddle shifting on here. Honestly, forget Shiftronic, go paddle shifting. Like I said before, it seems like a race car. Now I am fully convinced. When you have those paddle shifters, it makes life so much easier. Definitely we'll have a video of the paddle shifting on the action of it, of the reaction time of the paddle shifters, and also the reaction time of the Shiftronic, to see which one actually does it better. Which one is better for that manual feeling taste, that race car taste as well. So we'll see what happens. So we're gonna hop over into the passenger seat and go from there. So just the opposite side. Passenger seat, or like I say, the navigation seat, because honestly, when you're in the passenger, you're the navigator. A lot of legroom, which is fantastic. Just one button for the auto windows, door locks as well. One thing to note over there, that down there is your fuel. So we enter your fuel. It's on the driver's side over here, which is neat. At least you know where it is. But not much over here. Not too busy, which is nice. Not bad. A lot of headroom. Simple. Very simple. It's what simple's good. You need, as a passenger, you're either A, you're navigating the driver, or B, somewhat in control of the radio. But other than that, it is very clean and I like it. It's very simple. Oh, up here to note. So you have the tilt and the slide for the sunroof, which is neat. It's cool to have that. I do not have that in my vehicle, which I wish I did. Take a look at the driver's side, as I mentioned, while I was in the passenger seat of the Subaru Impreza. And you'll note here, this is automated. So you got the automated lower and uppering, which is kind of sweet. Back and forth of the headrest as well. And if you pull this back, seat goes back and it goes forward. So it's kind of cool to see that optional aspect of it. Other thing that I just noticed just now, look at how the seats are here. It's more like a sports bucket seat type, which makes it very comfortable. You get the lumbar support, which is fantastic over here as well. The seating cushion wise, very, very soft. You don't feel like you're, I guess, it's not tough material. It's very nice material. And also it's easier to go on long drives, which is fantastic as well. Back to what I was mentioning earlier, just look at the aspect of the steering wheel itself. You have, it's kind of has that nice, sweet racing feel to it. The pedals as well. Throw the light on there. You got the metal sports type pedals. This person here, this brand, WeatherTech, shout out to them. Fantastic for mats. I've had WeatherTechs in my Genesis. I don't have them in the Santa Fe as of yet. So I'd love to purchase them. WeatherTech, if you ever watch this, give me a call. Just the overall aspect of the Impreza. It is fantastic, very spacious. Here's just the overview of the rear seat back here. So it's nice to have that. And then you have the pull down aspect of it, as we showed earlier. Nice the fact that you actually have the cup holders in here as well. I'll say I wish these lights were a lot brighter. Doesn't seem like they do too much work back here because I'm going to turn off like my camera light. It seems kind of dim and dull in there, which is, it is what it is. And finally, I'm going to look at one more time of the trunk. This seatbelt, I really have no clue what this is for because there's a seatbelt here. If anyone knows what the seatbelt does or is, give me a shout out. This is, again, just the first time I've seen this. I'm not sure if it's for the middle seatbelt because, again, the rear seating has its own seatbelt here. This one has their own seatbelt here. So I wonder if this might be for the middle seatbelt. Over, that's what it is. It is a metal, it's for the middle seatbelt. My bad, my bad. But going back with the trunk, has the lights, only has one side for the lights here. There's none on this side over there. There's no plugins that I could see at all. I love the fact as well, the fact that you lift this up, you got the spare tire, which is fantastic. Always make sure you put your wheel lock back there. Again, at least you know it's there and secure. I know it's a dying breed of having spare tires, but it's good to have. So yes, going back to what I mentioned, there is no seatbelt that pulls over here. So yes, this back here, that here is for, because you'll feed it through over here and then plug it into there. So that's for the middle passenger over here. So glad I cleared that up.